Hey guys, this is TV DVD Mega Collection. Today I'm going to be doing a DVD and Blu-ray update for September the 4th, I believe. So this probably is going to be posted at a later date, so yeah. First I'll start off with the DVDs that I've purchased. The first one is The Return of the Living Dead, great comical zombie movie. I'd actually seen this before I purchased it. This is the 2-disc edition. And yeah, it's a fantastic zombie comedy. The second one, however, I hadn't seen until I purchased it, and it is Return of the Living Dead Part 2, and yeah, I actually prefer this one to the actual first film. I don't know, it just has a lot more of a spooky and creepy feel to it. I also picked up the third one, which I haven't actually seen this. I'm going to have to watch it sometime though. Next one is The Spirit, a very good comic-based movie by Frank Miller. I rather enjoyed this. It was nice to see Scarlett Johansson and Samuel L. Jackson playing a kind of Nazi character also. Next is a film, I don't really know why I purchased this, but it is Zombie Strippers, and it's a crap film. I mean, don't purchase it if you don't like either zombies or strippers, because there's no plotline whatsoever. So yeah, next one is Mean Girls. Picked this up purely for Lindsay Lohan. I'm not into chick flicks at all, but I do like Lindsay Lohan. And that is an exceptionally good rom-com also. Next is Only God Forgives. I found this to be quite hilarious actually. The tone of the movie is, well, let me just put it this way. It's a very, very slow movie. And whenever you think something good's going to happen, a Chinese man starts singing. But it's by the same guy who did Drive and Bronson. I have picked up Drive. Hopefully that will be a better film in my opinion. Next are two, well, I've got a few films from Robert Rodriguez next. Desperado. This is a phenomenal film. I absolutely loved the hell out of this. And Antonio Banderas and Salma Hayek, I believe. Salma Hayek, or whatever you pronounce her name. She is just a beautiful actress, and I loved her from Dusk Till Dawn performance, so that's partly why I picked this up. Also because I'm a huge fan of Robert Rodriguez, but I would actually consider this one of my best films of all time. It's absolutely amazing. Next is its sequel, and this isn't that good. To be honest, it is kind of shit. It stars Johnny Depp, and it's just not a very good film, to be honest. Prior to picking that up, I did in fact purchase the El Mariachi, Desperado, and Once Upon a Time in Mexico box set. However, I couldn't get El Mariachi to work because it is fixed on this director's commentary. I looked this up online, and apparently a few people have the same problems. A lot of people tried to return it to Amazon for that problem because they couldn't get the director's commentary off. I've had the same kind of problems with this, but I'll show you the box set first because it is a very good box set. There's El Mariachi, Desperado, Once Upon a Time in Mexico. But yeah, so I couldn't live with having one film advertised on the box that I can't actually watch, so I just purchased the two, Desperado and Once Upon a Time in Mexico, separately, because El Mariachi is actually a really hard film to get a hold of. I've had huge trouble trying to find it. Turns out it's only available in this and a double pack between Desperado and El Mariachi, so I'll probably have to buy that. Next is Sin City. This was a pretty good film, not one of my favourite films of all time, but I purchased it purely to watch because I was going to go watch the sequel, but that never happened, and I don't think I'm going to watch the sequel anytime soon. I think I'll just wait for the DVD and Blu-ray release. But this is a pretty good film. Bruce Willis is pretty good in this, even though he is only in the beginning and end. Who else is in this? Clive Owen's pretty good in this, to be honest. Benicio del Toro plays, I think he's one of the antagonists of this film. Mickey Rourke's absolutely amazing in this film, and of course Jessica Alba also too. But yeah, Sin City, pretty good film. Next are the last two films I have by Robert Rodriguez, and it's Machete. I loved the hell out of this film. It's just got everything, beautiful women, including Lindsay Lohan. Secretly, that's the reason why I bought this film. But little did I know, it was a fucking amazing film. It actually has a lot of... well, it is kind of one of those movies that are kind of aspiring B-movie kind of spin-off kind of things, adapted from the old Grindhouse kind of feature films. But yeah, especially love Robert De Niro's performance in this too. Very, very comical. Next, Machete. Machete Kills. This was a weaker sequel, in my opinion, but it was still a lot of fun. You also got Mel Gibson and Amber Heard in this too. Michelle Rodriguez and Danny Trejo come back into this film from the previous one, and it also stars Lady Gaga. His first film debut, and yeah, just a lot of great fun in this. And also, there is supposed to be another one called Machete Kills Again in Space, which I'm doubting if that'll even get made, according to Robert Rodriguez's IMDb. And if you actually look on Danny Trejo's bloody IMDb page, he is actually scheduled to be in quite a lot of stuff. It's mental. Just go and check out his IMDb page. Next is the original War of the Worlds. Any sci-fi fan should know about this, and it is a fantastic movie. Yeah, I haven't seen the one with Tom Cruise directed by Steven Spielberg, but this is just amazing. I don't really think it can top this. Adapted from the H.G. Wells novel, and I'm quite a big fan of H.G. Wells. In fact, I'm nearly at the end of The Invisible Man, one of my greatest screen adaptations of all time, so I had to get the book and read it. But yeah, big fan of the Universal classic monster movie, The Invisible Man, and the novel is exceptionally good too. House of the Rising Sun, Dave Bautista, not going to talk about that because it was shit. Con Air with Nicolas Cage, John Cusack and John Malkovich. This was an exceptional film. I think Nicolas Cage, you've just got to familiarise yourself with his type of acting, and once you do that, it isn't kind of a bad actor, but he just does a lot of things that are over the top, and you know, I can accept that. Con Air is an exceptional film, not one of the best in my opinion though. Next, moving on to a few films that I have recently watched in the past couple of days. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with Jack Nicholson. This is an exceptional film. I thought it was pretty good. Not one of my favourite films of all time, but still a pretty damn good film. Next, Rambo First Blood. This is flawless. I just have so much trouble finding a fault with this film. It is amazing. Classic 80s action, everything that I love, and just Sylvester Stallone in this film. There's something very compelling about his performance in this. I still do need to pick up the other two Rambo films. And finally, a film I have recently obtained from Sainsbury's, and it is Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Yeah, I thought this was a pretty good comic book action film, and yeah, it's not anything great by all means, but it's still a pretty good action film. So yeah, that was my Blu-ray review, what am I saying, Blu-ray and DVD update for the 4th of September 2014. Please rate, subscribe, and goodbye.